Hey guys, welcome back to Channel Claire. I hope that you're doing well wherever you are in this crazy world. Now, I did take a little bit of a break because my birthday was just this past Sunday on Easter, and I just needed to take a tea, regroup, and get myself together. You know what I mean? So I took some time. I'm also leaving to go to Mexico on this Sunday, so excited about that, trying to get things together so that we're good to go and have a lovely vacation that is so needed. It is so needed. So on the day that I was deciding I was going to come back, it just so happens that we have another announcement on Kate Middleton. I have really tried to stay away from this whole scenario for a while and just try to think about what is actually going on and have my own thoughts, because there's so much that I'm seeing, so many theories, so many conspiracies, there's just so much. And I really wanted to gather my own thoughts of what I think is happening in this scenario. Now, we know that a week or two ago, the Princess of Wales, Kate Middleton, came on camera for the first time. We saw her face since December of last year, Christmas, and she revealed to the world that she is also diagnosed with cancer. Horrible news, very sad news. Everyone online was freaking out, and it was just shocking. It was very shocking because she is young. Granted, cancer touches, it does not discriminate at all, but she's young, she has a young family, she's got 3 kids, a husband, and she's the Princess of Wales, so there's a lot of shock factor there with her revealing her cancer news. And as we know, King Charles is also diagnosed with cancer as well, so it's the both of them. They went in to get procedures, came out finding out that they had cancer. It's crazy. It's so crazy that I'm just grateful for early detection, that they're able to get the help that they need. Now, this video that came out with Kate Middleton, in my opinion, when I saw it, I thought it was her, because I'm looking at her face. It definitely looks like her. She looks thinner. She did look tired, like she had been going through a lot, but that is to be expected after finding out news such as having cancer and having to figure out how you're going to tell your family, let alone the world. So she looked like I would expect her to look given the situation. Unfortunately, given how poorly this run out was done, from the announcement of the planned abdominal surgery, from the pictures that we got of her in the car with her mother, that picture didn't really look like her. Then we got a picture of like the back of her head, and then we got the picture that many news publications put the kill notice on, and then we get the picture, well, let me slow it down. Then we get video of them at a farmer's market, kind of like a farm store, and Kate and William are seen walking really fast to their cars, and then we get a video of the Princess of Wales letting us know she has cancer. I am reporting on the news, okay, of what I am seeing. At this time, because of all of that, because of the very different way the announcement was handled with the Princess of Wales coming out of Kensington Palace versus what came out of Buckingham Palace with King Charles, it seems as if King Charles was way more forthcoming with his news of his cancer. Now, it could be that he is older. You know, it's not as shocking. I mean, I hate to even say that, but it could be potentially because he's older, but you would think it'd be even bigger deal because he's the king, right? He is the crown still. But the way that it was handled out of Kensington Palace with the Princess of Wales, there's so much secrecy, and they weren't really transparent on what was happening. And they gave updates saying that she was doing well, all is well. We told you she wouldn't be seen till after Easter, basically having a little bit of an attitude that people were questioning. But then it turns out that she comes out with a cancer diagnosis, which means that in fact she was not doing well. Because when you have a cancer diagnosis, that means that you are ill, that you're sick, that you're unwell. And I'm not saying that in a mean way. That's just, when you have cancer, you are not at your full ability. You are considered sick or ill. So for them to be saying in these updates that all is well, she's fine, she's recovering okay, like, it just really did not seem that they wanted to be forthcoming with what was actually going on, along with all the claims of digital manipulation, to the many photos we saw of the Princess of Wales, up to the video that we got of her making her announcement, the kill notices. So many people questioning not seeing William visit her, not seeing the kids visit her in the hospital, not seeing her family visit her in the hospital, seeing Pippa out and about, you know, vacationing. Just so much speculation. Seeing Thomas Kensington pass in the middle of all of this very strangely. Like, it was going to happen. This shit show that became Where is Kate was bound to happen, because all of these things put together, it was going to be a shit show. I mean, it couldn't be anything but a shit show. But now, unfortunately, I am seeing, because all that has taken place and has caused so much distrust, I am seeing that people do not think that Kate Middleton's cancer diagnosis video is real, and they think that it's potentially AI. Now, I've done a video on that. That was maybe about 6 days ago. But now we're getting an announcement from Getty Images, seeing as that they have placed a note on Kate Middleton's cancer diagnosis announcement, stating that the video may not adhere to their editorial policy. Now, they already put out, Getty was one of the publications or companies that already put out, that, you know, revoked the image of the family that was put out and claimed to be edited by the Princess of Wales. So they are looking very closely at anything that comes out of Kensington Palace from here on out, and they have decided that they feel that they need to put a note saying that it may not adhere to their editorial policies. Now, I have also read that this video was filmed by the BBC and not Kensington Palace. I have also seen that Prince William was not present when this was done, and people are claiming that that is being said so that if this does come out to be actually fraudulent or AI, that Prince William doesn't get backlash, you know? So they're trying to protect him, protect the future crown, while still, I feel, letting the Princess of Wales hang out to dry, just like they did with saying, oh, she edited this photo, putting her right on underneath the bus. So they're saying he wasn't there. It was filmed by the BBC and not Kensington Palace. But it's looking kind of strange. When we're looking at the bench on one side, you see that the spacing between the bench are wider. They're bigger than on the other side of her. They also are saying that her background doesn't change. They're also showing glitches with like her ring appearing and disappearing. They're also pointing out the movements in her face and or hair, and connecting this video to other videos done that she has been seen in previous years, and connecting it to this one and saying that they like lengthened her hair a little bit, but that it is not actually the Princess of Wales. And there are a large number of people who are still not convinced that we have seen the Princess of Wales yet since Christmas of last year. It is an ongoing thing. So I just wanted to touch on that because I have been covering this quite a bit, and I'm still seeing this. I'm just like, what? It's never ending. It's never ending. And a lot of people are still thinking that, okay, it's a potential that she does have cancer, but potentially it may be something else with it, that she still could be going through this divorce with William, and they're trying to really show him as this single man because he's been out doing some single stuff. And the optics of him not having Kate, trying to get people used to seeing him in that way. So I see people in Vanity Fair have made articles saying that Kate Middleton's cancer diagnosis announcement may not adhere to new services standards. Getty warns, okay? A picture's worth 1,000 words, but if that picture was released by Kensington Palace, Getty may have a few more words to add. Like, literally anything that comes out of that palace, they're going to be with a magnifying glass checking on this shit. They don't want what happened with the edited photo done by Kate to happen again. And a lot of people say that it was edited, but it was manipulated. It does seem as if it was a composited photo. It wasn't just lightened or darkened or a filter put over it. No, photos taken and put together to make an image and was put out. And now Getty, who is big in imaging, is questioning anything they put out. So they have to be so careful with the next thing that they put out about her, if it's not like us actually seeing Kate Middleton go to some type of event, because she was not seen at Easter services. William was not seen at Easter services. The kids, all of that, nobody was spotted. So they're saying after Easter break, which I believe is after the 17th, she may be coming back and making public appearances, potentially. But anything they put out is going to be looked through with a fine-tooth comb, and that is not a good place to be in with the media. It is not. It is not at all. So until we see her out after the 17th, where we see actual pictures of her and her in the flesh, and there are other people around that can also corroborate that it is actually her, I don't think people are going to be satisfied. And I don't think that these theories and speculations are going to go away. And a lot of this is coming out of concern for the Princess of Wales and wanting to know, is she okay? What's going on? Has William done something to her? Because he has a reputation of not being the nicest and having a temper. We do know from the Spare that there was a rift, you know, there was some tension between the brothers that ended up in a physical altercation on William's side. So we know that he has the capability to go there. I mean, hell, we all do. But we would hope that nothing on that level was done to Kate Middleton, but the thoughts and conspiracies and questions are out there, and I just think that that is horrible. I think that it's horrible that they did this to this woman. The way that they handled this whole situation, it did not have to be this way, and it was done so unnecessarily. If they would have just taken, you know, a note out of what they did with King Charles, nobody would be, like, literally nobody is talking about King Charles. They're giving him peace. There's no speculation. He's getting his treatments. They're wishing him well. There's nothing. Yet we still do see him doing engagements from here to there. He is the king. Not public facing, but he's taking meetings and this and another. But I just don't understand why they wouldn't just do the same thing. They are different people, but it just seems as if they made shit way much more, like they made things more difficult for themselves than what it had to be. So Getty is saying it may not adhere to the standards for their images, and they're letting people know that this was done by a third-party organization, and they're putting this disclaimer, and it has a caption beside the photo without elaborating specifically where the pre-recorded clip may deviate from Getty's policy. So they didn't say where exactly in the video they're feeling like it's not up to par for them or up to their standards, but they're just saying, hey, this looks a little fucking fishy. And Getty Images, being the top in imagery, like being the top company in imagery, saying that your shit does not look right, I'm sorry, I'm gonna believe them over Kensington Palace, who has provided doctored, manipulated, after weirdly fucked up photo after another. I'm going to believe Getty Images over Kensington Palace, because Kensington Palace has not been forthcoming. And they make it as if they don't want to be forthcoming. They don't feel like they should have to be forthcoming, although they are supposed to be public servants. They are supposed to be here for the public. So it's a mess, you guys. I really didn't expect to see Kate at Easter, especially after the announcement of her having cancer. I didn't expect to see it at all. But I am waiting to see her after the 17th, after the kids, you know, after their break, their Easter break and whatnot, and things have calmed down some, and hopefully they've gotten the treatment plan under control, and, you know, King Charles in his older age is able to do what he needs to do, people are going to start wondering, why isn't Kate able to do her duties or her engagements or take meetings or such and such? Those questions are going to come if she's not able to do those things, because they're going to want to know, okay, well, it's fine. She's sick and she's not well. We understand that. We understand they both have cancer, but is her cancer more advanced? Is it like, what's going on that's stopping her from doing what King Charles is doing? I think they're going to start making that comparison. Although they are completely different people with completely different bodies, you don't know how treatments are going to affect you. So just prefacing it with that, but just seeing how it's all playing out already, I know that those questions are going to come up if we don't see her after the 17th. It's just going to. So I hope that you guys had a great Easter if you celebrate. If you don't, I hope you had a great Sunday. It is Tuesday now at this point. I'm just trying to finish some things up at work, but I just wanted to get back on here and kind of bring around, like, close this out until we know more. And now I'm gonna move on with other things. I hope to see you guys in another video.